The PI3 kinase pathway is necessary in our bodies to help control cell growth, survival, and metabolism. It controls these normal functions by working together with key proteins, including PI3 kinase, AKT, and mTOR. This pathway contributes to cancer when mutations occurring in these proteins put it into overdrive, and this leads to uncontrollable cell growth and the spread of cancer cells. If you need more information on how these mutations, like the PIK3CA mutation, contribute to breast cancer, check out the video we linked below. Fortunately, there is testing that can be done to determine if someone with metastatic breast cancer has mutations within the PI3 kinase pathway, and there are drugs available to target this pathway. If you want to learn more about the cutting-edge research testing for PI3 kinase mutations, check out the video linked below. We interviewed Dr. Arteaga, who talked more specifically about the progress and the perils of targeting the PI3 kinase pathway in breast cancer.
The first drug that was discovered against this pathway was one called everolimus, which targets mTOR. The next drug was alpelisib, which inhibits the protein encoded by PIK3CA. The next inhibitor worthy of mention was capivasertib, which is an inhibitor of AKT 1, 2, and 3. The last one is inavolisib. Inavolisib is one that, again, is an inhibitor of all the PI3 kinase isozymes. This pathway is very important for life, very important for normal physiological functions. So we cannot, block too much of it too long. At any time that you inhibit PI3 kinase, one of the things the drugs are going to induce is they block uptake of glucose by cells, because the cells need AKT PI3 kinase to incorporate glucose from the plasma into the cells. So they cause hyperglycemia. Hyperglycemia is a side effect that, I would say the most prominent, so in many cases causes, discontinuations, temporary discontinuations of the drug, permanent discontinuations of these drugs, or dose reductions. Now, there are other side effects like rash and diarrhea. So because of that, drugs like alpelisib and capivasertib in the randomized registration trials have not been able to be delivered for more than 6 months. So that suggests that these drugs are never going to make it to the adjuvant setting, where we give drugs for a long time in order to prevent recurrences. Again, hyperglycemia, diarrhea, rash. TOR inhibitors like everolimus are also associated with stomatitis, which can be problematic, and for which we use steroid wash, which tends to control that pretty well, actually. So, because of the hyperglycemia, these drugs are relatively, at least initially, relatively contraindicated in diabetics, even when well controlled. Now, as we have learned better to anticipate these side effects, we're able to deliver these drugs for maybe a longer time